Guess who got brands talking? Brandlife.co.za.
Hello!
What's up? We back?
We're back, yeah, man. They thought they wouldn't, but we're back.
Yeah, getting so excited I forgot that I should bring my mic closer. What up, South Africa? What up, fellow geeks? What's
How are you
happening?
feeling today, South Africa? Do you feel like junk?
Yeah, there's tell us your status. What's your status? Do you feel like junk? What else has been happening in this crazy country of ours? Are you getting reshuffled, man?
No. I'm still here. I thought you were getting reshuffled. You know, there's been a lot of reshufflings on radio, on TV, almost everywhere. There've been a reshuffle, and I hear some people want to reshuffle people in their lives.
Yeah, for those of you guys in Valentine's is way over. So I hope you guys are not being reshuffled and everything is still intact. But yeah, we ready. We're good to go.
Yes. This is the first show of April Geeks Connect. Remember, this is the show where we connect you to other geeks, to industry leaders, to innovation platform structures, to the users, to all sort of things, all tech, all innovation, all entrepreneurship, all things digital. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so here we're hanging out with DJ Innovation.
On
How
the
you doing,
zeros
man?
and ones.
On
I'm
the
good,
zeros and one. You good, Mr. Innovation?
I stop calling me Mr. Innovation.
Okay, DJ Innovation.
That's better. Anyway, I'm all right, man. But where have you been turning up this week?
Yeah, so it's been a quite eventful week with the VAC work. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But one thing that I was doing on Tuesday, I was at the Standard Bank Incubator in Hatfield. There's this thing called Startup Grind. So Startup Grind Pretoria happens every first Tuesday of the month. And this time they came in, this guy, Shakes Machilili. I hope I pronounced it right. He's basically in the energy space. So he was just talking about some of the challenges these guys went through and how they're close to making $1 billion and all those cool stuff. So it was pretty informative. Made some really interesting guys. Shout out to the guys from UP who rocked up. I will definitely be connecting with them very soon.
Are these the engineers without borders?
Funny enough, these are the geeks actually, the IT guys.
Oh, okay.
Just need to follow up with one of them. But shout out to them. And yeah, it was great event. Got to meet Faith again and Cabello from the incubator. So yeah, pretty awesome. Where you been turning up, T?
On Saturday, on the weekend, I was at something called a cognitive.
Cognition?
Yeah,
What's
cognitive technologies.
Yeah?
We talk about machine learning, we talk about artificial intelligence and so forth. So that's where it's been happening at the fields in Hatfield. So this hackathon was hosted in collaboration with IBM and the Innovation Hub. And guess this, it was hosted and led by a 14-year-old girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
The rocking Naledi.
Yes. So Naledi, she came through to us last year during the vacation work program, which we'll tell you later about. So she rocked up and said, guys, I want to learn technology. I want to be interested in this thing. Teach me, master, teach me. And then we're like, yes, are you ready to learn? Okay, well, we can teach you. So this young lady did graphics design on the VECWEC program.
Yeah, she showed some really cool stuff that Sester was quite impressed with that.
And then after that, she went on to learn more. She attended the Geek Culture VECWEC program in 2016, and then she attended various hackathons as well, building up a case. She won various awards and teaming up with her dad. She actually won 100,000 rand at the Kurleni Metropolitan. Yeah, 100,000 rand at the hackathon. Woo. And she's only 14 years old, and she's making waves in the field and doing all sorts of wonderful things. And currently, she's at the VECWEC program as well, teaming up with another brilliant young lady, Tanya.
Yeah.
And together, they are part of the Technovation Challenge.
Yeah, so I saw them yesterday at the Innovation Hub, Code Tribe, and they've been helping a couple of the kids as well. Nice thing I saw is that there's a couple of the older group from the previous VAC work that are coming through to the VAC work. So it's always great to see that it's not only the older guys who are sharing the skills,
Yes,
but it's
yes,
the
yes.
younger ones as well.
Yes, but the Technovation Challenge, if these young ladies make it through Gauteng, they're representing Gauteng in the Technovation Challenge. If they make it here in Gauteng, they'll be competing in the country with Cape Town. So we just want to tell Cape Town, I hear you, Cape Town, I hear you.
Simone Lele, we're on the way, Cape
Yes,
Town.
and if they make it in the country, they are going straight to compete in the continent. With Kenya, with Zimbabwe and other countries. So I hear you, Kenya, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
And they're from Pretoria, so they don't play around.
Yeah, man. So keep the lookout on the VAC program. Check out what young people are doing out there, and let's help them find their way as well.
Yeah, it's also quite important that we don't just throw them out there. And go all about the hype that young kids are doing stuff. We should also be supporting them, whichever way possible. If it means it's supporting them through training, do that. If it's supporting them through transport and traveling, do that. But let's make it happen.
Yes, and shout out to all the collaborative partners as well. The City of Tiyani, the Innovation Hub, MLab Southern Africa, supporting all these different youth programs. And I'm really excited about the one happening in the Kalahari Desert in July. So we're taking this VAC program to the Kalahari Desert. And then in August, we'll be taking this to Limpopo.
Yes, Limbs, what up?
Yeah, so Libuahomo, hopefully Guyana as well will be able to reach there. Obviously, we need to have more resources, so we are saving up. I'm eating fat cooks in the morning just to save up that we have the Vekwe Guyana.
I'm eating a lot of fruits. It's quite difficult. It doesn't really show, still huge. But if you're out there and you want to bring us to your place, one of the biggest issues that to get there is resources. Prince, we see you. If you can hook up the Limpopo municipality, we're definitely coming your way. We see you guys.
Yes.
So we're ready to come. Just hook up what's necessary for us to be there.
Yes, but what I'm really excited about as well, the Guyana kids, they did this last year as well. All the way from Guyana, they come all the way to Pretoria to visit Geek Culture on a school trip. How cool is that?
That's super awesome. They came through last year. We had one kid who was a really cool rapper. He was just dropping bars on us. But it's always great having kids coming through. I mean, yesterday I spent some time with the guys from the VAC work, the kids from the VAC work, from the BA team. My plan was, honestly, I'm coming there. Taking T's place. Just for an hour or so.
How did it feel to be a T for that hour?
It was not very comfortable being T. I'm a big guy. But spending time with them, you realize there's so much information that we have that we're just keeping and being selfish with, where else we can dispose this information to our fellow young brothers and sisters out there. I mean, why should we wait for them to be in tertiary? Let's just throw this information to them while they're still studying, while they're still in high school. Let them know what you can do with an email. So really, really, really excited about that. I mean, one kid went home and she was like, she told her aunt about what's really going on, that she's building apps,
Wow.
She's learning how to do this. Her aunt was like, yeah, my child, I'm really happy for you. That's really cool. So shout out to all the mentors that are supporting these kids. Shout out to everybody who's really supporting. And if you are, wherever you are, you don't have to wait for a Geek Culture to come and do this. Geek Culture can't be all over the place. You guys just need to do it wherever you are. We'll support whichever way possible that we can. But don't wait for Geek Culture.
Yes, so if you're hosting a kids program, empowering high school learners out there, let us know. Let us put you on the show. Let's connect. Let's make sure that this digital revolution continues and we empower all of the young people out there. So on Wednesday, they will be presenting their projects at the VAC work. I'm excited about that as well. So they will present their mobile apps, websites, building robots, electronic systems as well. So that's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to the presentation. And you are welcome to come through on Wednesday, or maybe throughout the week. You're more than welcome to rock in at the VAC program happening in Pretoria at the Innovation Hub.
Yeah, so we saw yesterday Neo popped in. So it was pretty cool seeing you then, Neo. We saw you popping through there, so it was really nice seeing you there. I just made a blunder. I just deleted a video now. So guys, we were live on Facebook. We're gonna be live back now. I just canceled the video. It's just silly me. But yeah, shout out to Nero who came through, and to the rest of you guys. If you wanna pop in at any given time, come through. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, man. So right now we'll be checking out some of the of the things that are happening. What moment struck the most for you at the VEC work, Misho?
For me, the way they're grasping the stuff, you know. Yesterday, I sort of made a big mistake, and the mistake was telling them, if you guys have questions, come and ask. Yo. They just kept coming with the questions. Sir, and some
Sir,
other
they
guy.
were calling you sir.
They're calling me sir.
Wow.
You know, say. And the other one says Baba say. That was quite interesting. But yeah, they were coming through asking a whole bunch of questions, and you can really see that this is a bunch of young guys who are hungry to learn. You know, they wanna be groomed, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed spending time with them, and you know, showing them or telling them the little that I can. Guys, we're back live on Facebook Live. So we'll have the video. I will try not to touch anything anymore. I'll just read your comments and just say it out and not type back.
All right. What are some of the interesting facts do we have on the show?
All right. So we're dropping the facts. 92% of the world's economy is digital. 92% of the world economy is digital. So you see a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, now we're even moving to things like Bitcoin. You know, it's a whole digital stuff.
Okay. You know what is of big interest right now as well is South Africa is classified. It has been downgraded as junk.
Yes.
Yes. So it means that our the rent value is going to drop. It means that some jobs might be lost. Some companies might be closing down as well. But I'm interested in knowing right now, you know, the forex traders or all the different types of traders, how are they doing? Hello out there. If you're out there, let us know. How is you right now?
So forex traders out there, we know some of you guys. How are you guys dealing? Are you making the bucks? Did you predict this is gonna happen? Are you losing? You know, what's happening? Talk to us. Tell us, what must we be doing? Must we be shifting, and what's happening? Let us know.
Yes. What else, Mr. Ngobeni?
All right, Mr. Ngonyama. The next the next factor we have a 15-year-old with a PC hacked NASA in 1999. Shout out to you, man. A 15-year-old with a PC hacked NASA, and I like this kind of stories. I mean, I like it. I hope they hired him. Because that's what you want. I mean, so all you guys out there, if you are, I'm saying this live, but if you really can showcase your skill, you know, hopefully that will be one way that they can see that, oh, you got the real talent. Because, I mean, if they're not paying attention to your CV, just, you know, find another different way of making them pay attention to you.
Yes, and remember, Google will pay you about $5,000 if you hack into any of their platforms. So,
$5,000?
Yes.
That's like, what, 60,000 rand?
More.
Basically that. So yeah, go try hack Google. Good luck.
So if you can do it tomorrow, the rand is still misbehaving, but that will work in your favor if it's converted to
Are you a forex trader?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you just check the market.
But then if you get $5,000 from the US or any country that has a good currency that is in good standing, it means that your rent value will be more.
All right. So are you checking the markets, knowing how much the rent
I do.
is?
I'm a very conscious person. I'm interested in all things that happens under the universe.
So it's not just about the girl next door.
No. I'm interested in all things under the universe.
All right. Shout out to you, Vanessa.
Yes. So I also know of some of the things that are happening around the world. You know.
Nice. So that's it, guys. You heard it from T. Keep connected. Know what's going on in your. Interesting. T is having tea on the show. Like,
yeah, man. So grab a cup of coffee. Let's code. Let's do this and do some interesting stuff.
Yeah. So the last one, the first alarm clock could only ring at 4 a.m. just imagine your alarm clock only ringing at 4 a.m. I know a whole bunch of people who would struggle waking up. So I don't know how they got that right, eh?
Yes. So in fact, The Rock, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, the big guy.
Yes. The Rock. So last year, The Rock released an app that could only ring at 4 a.m. as well. So the app was more like helping you to hustle, knowing that if you're serious about life, or if you really want to get it, get it. You must be able to follow some of these things. So The Rock released an app that could ring at a particular time, 4 a.m., to make sure that you're also following in his footsteps in a way.
So those are interesting facts for us today. We're about to move on. So you guys don't forget to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Unfortunately, Facebook for now only allows us to do live video on our personal account. So unfortunately, I'm using my personal account, but it will drop you the link so you guys get to see the show. We'll also have it recorded. So the hashtag to use is Geeks Connect. Who's our guest for today?
Yeah, we have brought a lot of people on the show. We have brought you billionaires. You remember that man, Mr. Jeff Hoffman?
Yes.
The billionaire from the US. We have brought you software engineers. We have brought you some really cool people as well. But this time, we've got a billionaire on the show. I'm really excited about this. Ladies and gentlemen,
Drum roll.
Hlubi Mboya on the show.
This is going to be freaking interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. So stay tuned. We have Hlubi on the show today. It's going to be, I think I also need some coffee because there's people who have so much energy.
Yes, I love Hlubi, man. She's awesome.
All right, so we'll be dropping the pictures on Instagram. You can also check some of the stuff on Twitter. So yeah, just stay tuned. And tell your friends to tune in. We're gonna have a very, very exciting chill session with Hlubi.
So we're going to take a quick ad break and we'll be back after this.
Awesome. How long
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
All right, we're going to start with the cool t-shirt. What do you guys think about cool t-shirts,
Yeah, man.
Google developer, even though I don't develop, I like free t-shirts.
Yeah, so this one is the Anti-Racism Network South Africa. It's standing up tall.
Yeah, so let's respect each other and pantsing a racism pansy.
Yes. So right now.
So there you have it. That's our cool guy who makes sure that we are always connected.
Yes.
Shout out to the people out there.
Yes.
Guys, you can't have his numbers. Yeah.
Stop messing with our sound technician. It's super cool. What's his name again? Okay, I'll go find out later. Anyway, we've been talking about the VEC work.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a program that was created in 2014. To make sure that we give the kids the opportunity. Let me tell my story maybe a little bit.
Yeah, tell your story.
I knew how to use a computer at varsity, and I didn't even know what my course was about for 2 months. Don't tell my mother. But I'm that guy who didn't know how to use a PC and then got exposed to all these different things doing engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we wanted to create something that will give these young kids an opportunity to dream, to be innovative, to connect, to learn, to share, and be themselves, and then see that the world is big and the world is going smarter, it's going digital, and that they must be able to adapt to the digital transformation. And that's what we did. So we brought in the various kids. We don't care which school they're coming from. So this is for the kids and for them to learn all different kind of technologies. We started with 4 kids. There's a young man called Skinny.
He's very skinny.
Skinny?
Yeah,
so Skinny used to build robots.
Yeah.
He builds robots.
Don't forget the part that he builds robots using junk.
Yes, so it takes old materials and builds robots out of that. And it's quite interesting. We have a photo on our Twitter timeline. So you can go check out some of the robots that they had built. And then there's a young man called Rio. Remember Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we discovered Rio through Electronics Wednesday, something that we used to run. So his mom woke him up. It was made to rush to the Innovation Hub and take part at the VEC program. And from then, got too much fascinated and was able to do all things in the entrepreneur space. And then 2 years later, he became part of something called the Digital Academy, and was elevated to a manager there. And mind you, by that time, it was just still fresh, high school student, high school learner. And he managed to elevate himself. He started teaching others how to build mobile apps, how to build websites and so forth. And now he's making waves in the industry. If you talk to Rio, I swear you will think that this is a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, and one thing I like about Rio, not encouraging this, but Rio hasn't gone to university, but all these opportunities have actually opened up to him. And what we can learn from that is that it's not about too much about what academic information do you have, but how do you acquire information and utilize all the information that you do. So shout out to Rio for pushing the boundaries and say, look, man, I need to get in there. And one thing I like about him is that he is always learning.
Yes.
He's connecting online, he's learning, he's taking out the materials out there, searching out for materials and constantly learning. So that's one of the things that you guys should pick up, and that's what we're trying to encourage the guys through the VAC work.
Yes, and there's also this young man, I call him my youngster, brilliant young man, was building mobile apps. So we taught him how to build Android apps and so forth. His name is Orabile. Orabile got to do different types of electronic stuff, and managed to see what they wanted to do at varsity. So right now he's doing electronics at the University of Pretoria, and that knowledge has helped them to further get the interest in the field. And it's such an amazing thing to see young kids coming in love with all these different technological and digital transformation drives. I remember the project from the VEC work that was featured on CCTV in New York City. These kids said, we're tired of seeing we're tired of seeing injuries and construction sites and so forth. So they simulated a robot, and the robot could come to you. Do you need help? And then if you say yes, if you say yes, the robot start picking up heavy load and so forth. So that was an interesting project as well. But 2 weeks ago, we told you about the youngsters who won Hack for Water. So they entered the Hack for Water Challenge, which is a national competition by the Department of Water and Sanitation. And through that program, they managed to walk away with 15,000 rand through the program. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of my favorites has to be this young lady called Princess. That is her name. I think she came when she was it 10 or 11?
She was 10.
She was 10. She would always make sure she comes through to the VAC work. And one of her biggest interests has always been in robotics. So she would be with different groups learning. And as time when she started showcasing how other guys do it there. So shout out to Princess. And I think sometimes we need to thank the parents as well for letting their kids come to such programs during the holidays. There's some parents who've made a lot of effort to bring their kids there. And big up to all the different sponsors. This past week, on Tuesday while I was at Startup Grind, I met this mother, and she showed, thanks to Naledi once again, she introduced me to this lady and a child. This girl is in grade 6 and is already designing stuff. And shout out to you guys for, doing a lot of shout outs today. It's like,
yeah, man.
But anyway, shout out to you guys for, showing interest and wanting to help these kids out. So big ups to the parents and all the different sponsors that are supporting the program.
Last day you used to say this a lot, and it used to irritate me. You used to tell me that, Tiyani, I'm going to have a lot of kids and send them to you for VEC work.
So that post on your Insta?
Yes. You remember, that was you. Anyway.
I am going to have a lot of kids, and I'm still going to send them to the VAC work. Because I think the VAC work is really cool. I really wish there was something like that during my time growing up. I would have spent a lot of time there if there was something like that. So big ups to the team.
Yes, so that's about addressing the future. There are a lot of schools programs that are happening out there. You know, so what we do is we challenge the different kind of communities. We challenge the gig culture crew as well and say, are you able to teach these youngsters to build something? Are you able to take what you have learned and transfer it into someone else?
Yeah, that becomes one of the biggest things that we want to do, because one of the best ways of learning, I mean, you might sit there and think you know, until someone comes and asks you a question on how do you do something, and you realize, I might not actually know much about that. But yeah, basically, Dineo, stop it. But yeah, you basically might see that.
What's Dineo? What's Dineo?
I'm just reading a comment.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the imaginary IT friends, because Misho is so cool. He has imaginary IT friends that tell him about all these different types of technologies and methodologies in IT. So anything that you ask Misho, put Misho into a challenge, Misho is there. And Misho, it's like he lives with a calculator in his mind. You know, you want to have such friends sometimes. If you ask him some calculations, Misho can tell you off the head. Anyway, remember you can connect with us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube as well. So at Geek Culture and at Brand Live.
Yeah, we're ready. I'm really amped up for the show. I'm really amped up for the interview. So yeah, guys, keep on dropping your comments. We see the ones on Facebook. We'll definitely go to check out the ones on Twitter as well. We'll read out as much. Also, don't forget, it's not just about you commenting and just I don't know what you say. Let us know what you guys are thinking. What is it that you want us to do? Which province do you want us to come to?
Yes.
What do you want us to come and do in that particular province?
Yes.
Which companies do you want to know more about?
Yes.
Remember this show. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, man.
This show is all about you guys, and I know you guys dictate in a way what you want to hear. So tell us more. And who do you want to hear? Who do you want to listen to? Who do you want to ask to interview? And what more do you want to learn?
Yes. Remember, if you're working on a super cool project out there, let us know. Drop us an email, connect@geekculture.com. You can even DM us on Twitter. You can send us a message on Facebook. Let us know what are you working on. Let's give it a shout out. Remember, if you are building a business, your business is not a business if it does not have a customer. So we want to make sure that you reach to your customers.
Yes.
We want to make sure that you reach to your users. We need to make sure that your app is getting the right traction and it's getting the necessary funding. We need to showcase to the world that Africa have the competitive edge.
Exactly.
We're not trying to build another Silicon Valley. No. We can't be building a Silicon Valley in Africa. We must think like Africans in Africa and be able to say, this is our identity, these are our roots, and we know this, and we got this. Let's build those technologies. Let's make sure that Africa stand up on the map.
Amen, Pastor DJ Innovation.
I'm not done. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Also,
verse 2.
Also, we need to make sure that we are developing what the people want. We're developing things that cities want. You know, the foreign cities have integrated development plan as well. How are you? How are you contributing towards your city's digital innovation growth? How are you making sure that you play your role? Remember, your role is as much as important as the girl next door. The girl next door is doing something. What are you doing? Use what you have. Use the skills you have gained. Make sure that you redistribute those skills into the younger people as well. Let's make sure that we grow together here. Yeah. Because remember, this is we're together here.
Yeah.
You must be able to grow together. Yeah, and let's make sure that we do define our tech ecosystem. We do define our identity. What is the digital footprint that we are leaving behind?
Yes.
I'm sure it's wearing shorts today, but then that's not the type of ancestors we wanted to see in the future. The type of ancestors that we are going to see in the future are those that are digitally inclined, and your
Guys, your
great
gear does not
children,
determine how digitally inclined you are.
yeah, your great grandchildren should be able to say that my ancestors were super cool.
Yeah, super cool. Rocking out to a studio wearing shorts. How awesome is that? Just as an
Cry my
addition,
beloved country.
there's more bigger problems in the country than me wearing shorts into studio. Just as a heads up, Standard Bank has got this thing called the Youth Technology Bootcamp. So as an addition to what T is saying, it's go to these places to learn as much as possible. Check out the Standard Bank Youth Bootcamp as it's closing the application. Just check out the Geek Culture timeline. You'll see the application there, and they're gonna have. This is where they will help you with your idea, polish it a little bit, and they'll take a couple of the guys through to their program for I think a good 3 months. That's one. And the hookup dinner has got something happening this coming Friday.
The hookup dinner, what's that?
The hookup dinner is a bunch of entrepreneurs who come together. They hook up. There's talks around that. Someone tells them what is it that they're doing. Someone says, okay, this is what I'm doing. They don't hook up in that kind of manner. Relax. Don't go too far. Take it easy. So they hook up different entrepreneurs, and someone comes and tells them this, shares their story. And today, on Friday, which is tomorrow, they're doing it at the Open in, I think it's Maboneng.
Yes, Maboneng.
And entrance fee is 100 rand.
I think the entrance fee when it came through that's for the dinner.
That's for the dinner.
Yes.
All right. So didn't read properly. I just amazing. I missed out the food part. So yeah, it's happening tomorrow. Go through to it. There's got 4 great speakers. Skinny's Boo is there. And the Lazy Makoti, Tepo the Gene Maker, and I forgot the other guy. And obviously it's in celebration of Dr. Goodlife's birthday. Yeah, so you guys should rock up there. And the idea of this is not just another networking event, but is where you can actually get to meet different entrepreneurs, hear the stories, and share some business cards and get hooked up, hopefully in a very positive entrepreneurial
100
way.
rand for dinner. How much have you spent on a date, Micho, on a dinner? How much have you spent, really? What's the highest amount?
On a dinner
Yes.
that I've spent?
Yes.
Really? You want me to go and like that? How much have you spent on a dinner?
I'm a cool guy, so
I spent a good
600.
Yeah.
Oh, I've spent 900.
You spent 900.
Yeah, man.
Oh, so you just had to top
I
me
am
up.
never taking the girl next door out again.
Why, T?
Anyway, we're going to an advert right now, and then immediately after that, we're going to play you a jam. Hope that you have got your cup of coffee. I've got mine. You're coding, you're doing all sorts of wonderful things and making this world be a better place, be a digitally inclined world. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Yes.
that the legacy you want to leave behind? That you spend 900 on someone and you don't want to see her ever again?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to an ad break.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za. Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
Welcome back, folks. Hope that you enjoyed that jam there. But we love hip hop, right, Misha? We love hip hop.
Yeah,
but
most
we
def.
must also appreciate that this is the month of jazz. Oh my goodness!
We'll let you comment on that one alone.
Yes,
So,
yes. I always say that God must have been a jazz fan. Because jazz is just so smooth. It's so reviving, so lively. My goodness. Anyway, welcome back to the show. You are still tuned in on Geeks Connect with myself, Misho. Oh no. Why do I like calling myself Misho?
I don't know. Hey, that's quite weird. It's not the first time you call yourself Misho.
Yes.
That's so weird.
So welcome back to the show with myself, Tiyani and Misho, and we're joined in by the lovely
Poo, 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 poo.
Hlubi Mboya.
Joe's music.
Da, da,
Yeah. So we're tuning in studio with Hlubi. Anyway,
Show DJ Innovation. So we're ready to rock. We got Hlubi here. For those who don't know, let's just start off there. For those who don't know,
yes,
who is
Hlubi Mboya Arnold.
Yes. Somebody respects it. I'm an actress. I'm an activist. I'm an athlete. I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm a social entrepreneur.
Ooh.
I'm an educator, but most importantly, I'm a scholar.
Ooh.
I love to learn.
Ooh.
Nice. All right, so yeah, we get to know a little bit about you. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff you're doing. I mean, next thing I see you're promoting fitness stuff. Next thing is the future CEO. Next thing you're getting awards.
Hey, why
So
not?
we're gonna be
Yeah.
talking about a whole bunch of those things today. And you know, basically, for more people to know about what you do,
Yeah.
especially for the young people,
Yeah.
or especially in the digital space.
Correct.
Yeah. So T.
Yeah. You know, I've always wanted to have this moment. Hlubi Mboya.
Take
on
it in,
studio.
baby. Take
Yes,
it in.
I'm taking it in. and there's something I always wanted to ask you. Hlubi, can you autograph my code?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. So she's going to autograph my code. We're going to write some comments in there. But I also want to know what excites you about living in this current age of the digital world.
space.
Yes.
That anything is possible.
Yes.
That your life is open to everybody. Your life is an online show. So we have to be kind of conscious of that. But a little bit is a fear. A little
Okay.
bit is the unknown. And a little bit is excitement, you know, of the unknown. But I think it's a shift in a mindset. As I revealed my age, I think that we have to embrace the changes.
Okay.
I think we have to take it a step at a time, not be too ahead of the curve, because people need to digest what's going on.
Preach, sister, preach.
Preach it.
Yes.
People need to digest what's going on, and a lot is going on at a very, very fast pace. We are a global community. We're interconnected, but I think for us to be able to adapt to that, just 20 minutes at a time. That's how it works for me. That's how I'm accepting and indulging and embracing and being part of this great movement.
Wow. You said 20 minutes
20
at a
minutes
time.
at a time. You know what? Some people like you guys are ahead of the curve. You know what? You know what's going on. You are the people that prepare us for what's hot, what's new, what you can do with it, what it can do for you. But for some of us, the people who are slow on the chase, come in easy. It's a lot of information to digest, this information system, this digital system. So
Yeah.
break it up into steps, and people like Geek Culture are really doing that for us. They're making it us comfortable with the whole information time that we're going through.
Wow.
All right, so I mean, I always enjoy talking to you. I mean, the energy, the excitement, but also the fact that you always want to learn and you know try out new
Always.
stuff, right? So
Definitely.
there's this stuff that you guys are involved. The future CEO.
Yes,
Basically, what is the future CEO? What is it all about? Are you trying to groom future CEOs? Are you dealing with what's happening
It's
there?
all about entrepreneurship, and
Yeah.
that is the most aspirational career we have now on the planet. It's about doing it for yourself. It's about creating avenues whereby you can reach your full potential, especially the medium and small enterprises. That's the global economy, and
Yeah.
especially at a time like this, economically, that's the kind of stuff we need to push. And what better way than enhancing and fast tracking and pivoting your business
Agreed.
than holding hands with what's going on globally in the tech space. So basically, Future CEOs is all about amplifying, advocating, catalyzing entrepreneurship, especially for women, especially for black women, especially in Africa.
Nice.
Yes, I think you should meet a guy named Mashudu. What's
Who's that?
Yeah, Mashudu. He's definitely
Mashudu
listening.
Mudau.
Yeah.
Mashudu Munda will
Are you going to
definitely.
set us up?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna hook it up.
Okay.
We're gonna make sure
Set it up,
before this
baby.
is connected.
Okay.
So it's one of the great evangelists of entrepreneurship as well.
Wonderful.
Yes.
He has to come onto my show. I'm going to hijack him.
Yes,
You heard that, Mashudu?
that?
Onto Future CEOs. Be ready. Be
Whoa,
ready.
okay.
We're gonna make it happen.
Please
It's
do.
live, so
I know-
definitely we'll
You
make
always
sure.
make things happen.
we'll-
I know you.
Ooh, wow.
He does. He
Well,
educates me.
you probably know a Michelle we don't know because
Ooh,
Yeah.
dropping bars on me. Okay, I see.
because
I
I've
see.
been waiting for a simple HTML page from Michelle
Obviously, you're not
For
gonna.
the past 3 years.
You're not gonna get it if there's other million things you want me to do at
You-
the same time. You know.
Easy like that.
Yes, I'm disappointed that you did not come with the SAFTA. I wanted to touch
Dude,
the SAFTA
that
hard.
golden horn is so heavy.
But I wanted to know how it feels, touch it.
It's long waiting. It was 20 years of hard work.
Yeah.
I cried many tears in the industry, guys.
Yeah.
You know how rough it is
It's hectic,
anywhere. But it's all about perseverance and hard work and eye on the prize
Yes.
and collaborations. I didn't do it alone. And what you're leaving behind, who are you doing it for? What
Of
does
course.
What does it mean to you? What is the symbol of that for me? And that is about access and mentorship. And I know you guys are big on that. So young girls that don't have the kind of opportunities that I had or the opportunities that I blew away and threw away, I want to be able to say to them, I'm giving you access. I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the skills. I'm connecting you. I'm creating networks so that you can supersede, that you don't have to wait 20 years. But you know what? It was a good stretch of time to really justify what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and who I'm doing it for. So time is different for different people. You know what I mean? It's not crystallized for anybody.
Yeah.
So it's just a symbol of women wanting to break into the industry.
No,
and
that-
that they've got a support structure like Hlubi Mboya Arno that they can go to.
No, that's props. I mean, I saw you holding that hour. Like, there's this beautiful picture of you holding it and
Yeah,
kissing
man.
it. It's like, yes, finally.
Finally, my man.
Yeah.
Finally.
We also won an award last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, so we're nominated against various organizations in South Africa.
Yes.
The Innovation Hub, Silicon Cape, Race Corps, and
Yes,
so forth.
yes.
Award for the ICT industrialization in South Africa by
Wow,
the
that's
Department
big.
of Public Service. No, the Department of Telecommunications and Postal Services.
That's big.
And out of the blue, we won that award. And
How is it? How did it feel?
I had my cool jacket on.
Yeah.
Rocked up on stage.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is us. Hashtag this is us. Hashtag we are
Loving
here.
it, loving
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So,
but I think one of the things about awards is it's not, you don't just win it for, obviously there's win for yourself, but as you mentioned, the access, the letting other people see that it's possible.
You know what? And for me, we're not going to take those things to the grave with us. They're not going to, well, some of you might. But I mean, I'm not going to be buried with mine. So it's about what did that create? That big horn, that golden horn, as they call the SAFTAs. What did it create for the other people, for the next generation?
Yeah.
Of course.
And that's what I'm all about. I mean, the Egyptians tried to get buried or be wrapped in the tombstones with their highlights, all their
Oh,
jewels
yes.
and their stuff, and they got robbed. So it's not about that. It's about the message that you're leaving behind, the legacy that you're trying to create.
Yeah.
And that gives you a platform. I mean, I hope that SAFTA now makes me an acclaimed actress.
Yes.
And I hope, I have a stronger voice than I had
Yeah.
to really create, as I said, access to young black women out there.
What are you
Awesome.
reading? What are you reading?
This book, and I brought it here today because I saw your questions. I'm like, I'm prepared. I carry it with me everywhere. It's called Expert Mavericks.
Can you see the book?
Can you show it to the Facebook guys?
Yay.
Expert Mavericks.
Expert Mavericks. I literally take it with me everywhere. Mavericks in our game. That
Yeah.
might be, Casper Nyovez, for some of us.
Ooh, maybe
That
she
might-
has met Caspar Nyovest, by the way.
You see, and is he a Maverick?
He is.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
is.
So it's a little biographies of a lot of people in South Africa who I deem as mavericks, and it's basically co-written and published by the Smile Foundation, which is an NGO that I work for, which is reconstructive surgery
Yeah.
on kids who have been burnt or cleft palate lips. And basically it gives the high and lows of these mavericks in any kind of industry, whereby they have shaken, broken, recreated the rules of the game. Casper, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I
Broken
mean?
boundaries.
Broken boundaries, no limits. And they give the highs and the lows. They give their learning curves. And I love that because we just don't want to hear the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, we want to hear about the journey.
Yeah.
And it's about the journey of these artists and entrepreneurs and tech intellects, or, and all medical doctors, neurosurgeons. And it really is inspiring. So when you feel like, the game is too hard, you don't want to play it anymore, read Expert Mavericks and you'll be inspired and motivated to get back and play the game hard.
I
Very
love
hard.
this woman. God,
Come
damn
on.
it.
Amped up, huh?
Yeah.
All right, does tech scare you? I mean, we're moving into the whole digital space and there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. I mean, there's a whole, it's
Yes, it
moving very
does.
fast. It scares you.
It does.
Why is that?
Privacy for me as
Yeah.
an artist
Mm.
is very expensive.
Yes.
And I think that we, through Facebook, through Instagram, we're giving away a lot of information about ourselves as individuals and our private lives. And I think we just have to be vigilant. It's not a fear. It's about, okay, let me just process
Yeah.
the things that I'm spewing out to anybody. Because, as they say, data is the pollution of the information era.
Yes, and it's the price we have to pay for freedom.
You know what? Love you. You know what I mean?
Love you too.
So it's just
You see that
protection.
she loves me.
Yeah.
Protecting personal information.
Yeah.
I think we just have to be cognizant of the stuff we put out there.
Yeah.
Especially in the cloud, because it's all there and
Oh,
it's accessible
yes.
to anyone.
Yeah.
So yes, I've got a fear point of that, but at the same time, the tech space, the digital space, we can create things that, my God, 2 years ago were not even in existence.
Exactly.
3D printing, genetic cloning. But I think that I want to do it for the good causes, you know? I mean, it can go either way. So we can either be masters or monsters.
Wow.
Do you
Which
like
one are you
me?
gonna be? Do you like her?
Yeah. I really do.
Yay.
My goodness. And I know yesterday was Wednesday, ne?
Yeah.
WCW.
Yeah,
Anyway,
WCW, yeah?
yeah, we'll make that for next week. The girl next door will have to wait. Anyway,
So talking about the future, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the future CEO is gonna look like or should look like? I mean, you're dealing a lot with the program Future CEOs, but what do you think the future CEO would look like or should look like?
Hopefully they're still human, because you know what, we're living in an age where we might be replaced by robots, but I hope and believe that the creative people is a necessity to humanity. You know,
Yeah.
I have to believe that. The future CEO, my gosh, what do they look like? I really think they have to have a holistic approach to existence, which
yes.
means it's about the environment. It's about killing the situations of
Preach,
starvation
sister, preach,
and
sister.
poverty. You know, the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time that profit is not everything. You know what I mean? But I mean, it does make a difference. You know, we have to create profit. We need to survive. But I want the future CEO to be able to sit at any leadership platform in the globe and have a voice and have a great voice and be agents of change and agents of innovation.
Yeah.
And just to make the world a better place. I really do believe that.
Nice.
And have full control of their own potential.
Are we on the right track?
We're on the right track, especially as Africans.
Yeah.
You know, we have to be able to push our people to take ownership of what's already there, of what we've already have. And I think that's our biggest disease, that we've got everything at our disposal, but we're going to China, we're going to America and paying 3, 4 times, 5 times the price when it's here on our home ground. So it's all about ownership, and it's all about possession of what we already have and using it for the greater good. That for me is what tech is all about.
I see you promoting hashtag Black Girls Nerds as well.
I love that. Black Girl Geeks. Come on. There's so much going on. And you know what? Hidden Figures, which is a movie about, you know, the
Oh,
science
yes.
and the moon and astro, what. And it's all about a young black girl having the talent, having the DNA to be able to do that, but
Yeah.
also being given the platform to be able to exercise it and the access to be able to exercise it. So that's a very important movie that's currently showing. And because I do a lot of work with underprivileged girls, I had to make sure they saw that film so they know that no matter where you come from, you are unique and you've got so much to give, and the world is ready for your input.
Most definitely. So, at Geek Culture, there's an initiative called we're doing it ourselves.
Love it.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway.
This boy loves me, eh? I feel it. Yes.
Yeah, so
Tiyani.
those kind of platforms are appreciatives, you know, that we need to empower young girls. We need to make sure that no one is left behind.
Correct.
Hashtag leave no child behind.
Correct.
And that's the thing. Yeah. But then what message do you leave behind for the young geeks out there? or entrepreneurs or aspiring CEOs?
It's not an easy journey. It's a journey, number one. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's a business of people. Be authentic. Have integrity. Rise above criticism. Be courageous. Eyes on the prize. And it's not all about you.
Wow.
And for me, your net worth is your network. It's all about the people that you know. You like that?
Take me. I'm dead. My goodness.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
It's like I've died and went to heaven.
Amen.
Yes, I believe. I believe them. I believe that we do have a future
And there's
of
can I
active leadership.
one more thing. You have to have a teachable spirit. That's
Oh,
what
yes.
digital space, guys. Today it's a coffee in a cup. In 20 minutes time, it's a completely different object
Wow.
of drinking coffee, of ingesting coffee. So you've got to be able to keep up with the times.
Philosophy.
You know what I mean? You've got to be able to have a teachable spirit. Learning is growth. It's all about continuous growth, and that's where true expression lies.
Wow. I promise this is the very last thing.
Yes, my love.
Someone, Dineo Malachi out there, she builds 3D printers and
Yes.
she's super cool.
The things that I've seen, I get the privilege because of the networks that I have to watch things that aren't really open to the public. And I saw from university in Silicon Valley, whereby it was within the NASA, constraints. And the things that they did 4 years ago with 3D printing, my man, I could be killed for that kind of information that I saw. So 3D printing is a reality. It is beyond me and beyond our time, but it's something that can be a tool that can be used to change the world as we know it. It is already doing that.
All right, but the question here was supposed to be, what is the secret to your energy?
The way I sleep at night, guys, tremors, no tremors, I sleep.
You're gone.
I'm gone, boo. Lust for life, enthusiasm, and that can't be faked. And artistic enthusiasm.
Yes.
That can't be faked.
All right. Hlubi, thank you so much for coming through to the show. And thank you, everybody, for listening out there. Misha, what is your last message?
Geez, there's so much to consume inside. I mean, my last message is, guys, follow Hlubi for a whole bunch of stuff. Not just the acting stuff, but she's doing a whole bunch of fitness stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that one can learn. One of the things we certainly spoke about last time is how, you don't just want to be in the public face, but you want to be behind and actually motivate other people and push other people. So that's one thing that I really am taking from you. Like, in the background, yes, you are out there, but it's a matter of what are you doing in the background with things that we probably don't see. And I respect that quite a lot.
That means everything coming from you. And
Okay, guys.
wait, I
You'll
haven't
go next
finished.
time.
Let me-
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to end this show for today. Thank you for listening. We out. We out.
Live from 27 boxes in the heart of Melville, this is brandlive.co.za.